less than a week, these barren school grounds and quiet classrooms are going to be bursting with activity as the children officially return to school. While the knapsacks and uniforms are part of school preparation, getting the little student prepared starts from now.
Prior to school starting, so about the same time, a week or two before, start to get them in the rhythm. So put them to bed earlier, take away or start to limit the use of the electronic equipment that they would take to bed with them. With the younger ones, start the bedtime routine earlier because you know that they'll have to awaken earlier to get to school.
Pediatrician Dr. Cecilia Eck advises parents to consider what is called a wellness test before the start of the new school year.
In other countries, all kids are mandated by their school to visit their pediatrician or primary care provider, and they do a wellness check. And that wellness check entails simple parameters. We would do the weight, height, head circumference charting, and that's literally a very good, simple measurement of well-being. If the child is underweight, we advise. If the child is overweight, we advise. We also look at, in the younger age group, the development of the child. If there is anything lacking, we go through with them. At that visit as well, we do simple checks. Check the heart for any rhythms, abnormal rhythms. We check the lungs, we do our ears, nose, throat examination. We go through any issues that the parents may be having. And then specific investigations would be to check the urine for any issues and the blood, and to do a blood pressure check. Kids do get high blood pressure, and we need to identify and then treat if we find that in a child.
This type of check-in will also ensure that your child's vaccines are up to par. There is the booster shot that children should receive between 4 and 6, and another at age 10. A vision test should also be included. But have you ever noticed that within the first months of school, you're dealing with a sick little one? According to Dr. Eck, there's a reason for that.
In the younger age groups, preschool, kindergarten, the kids don't hand wash as frequently as we should, and they share the love, I call it. Give me a piece of your biscuit, let me taste your ideal. And so the germs spread between them very rapidly. So we've already noticed an up spike in the cases of gastroenteritis within Belize, and I suspect that will shoot upwards more come next week when school begins. Acute gastroenteritis is one acute upper respiratory tract infections. Cough, colds, flu-like illnesses are spread when school starts.
Parents should also take this time to reinforce good hygiene practices before school starts.
Preventative care advice would be teach them to wash their hands, teach them how to sneeze in the sleeves, let them take their sanitizers to school to sterilize with the bigger ones. The other preventative things would be vaccines we spoke about, but in Belize we're exposed to a lot of parasites, so I advise at that visit to give the war medicines, and we should give it at least twice a year in Belize.
Similarly, encourage a healthy lifestyle from a young age, from good nutrition to fitting in more activity.
If they're skewing towards obesity, I explain to the parents, we've noticed this trend, I want you to have good food choices, give more water to drink, avoid all of the excessive caloric snacks, and give fruits and veggies to eat. Choose wisely. Nowadays, you have this handheld device that you walk around with 24/7. What is recommended now is that it's limited to at least or less than 2 hours a day. And if you go over 2 hours a day, then they have to earn it, meaning after 2 hours are up, you can set the machine to shut off, and then they have to run about outside and exercise and play. I do advise as well in that same light to enroll them in some exercise activity that is structured. So don't buy a bicycle that will stay in the corner. Enroll them in volleyball, enroll them in karate classes so that they continue to exercise, utilize the muscles, expend the calories, and they'll be healthier.
Lastly, there are some childhood injuries that will happen. While unpredictable in nature, you can teach your children to take extra precaution.
At school, you get accidents as well. Falls, throwing of objects, running with the scissor. And so I warn parents to teach your child to look out for dangerous activities, report it if you see any, and avoid it if it's coming in your direction. And you should be good. You can't protect them from the world, but you can give advice on how to prevent most of the bad things.